Will the Dark Knight's reckoning with his very own Failsafe end up drawing in the entirety of the Justice League? Well, let's hop into the pages of Batman issue number 128 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up from where the last issue left off, Batman's gambit with the Batman of Zur-En-Arrh didn't really pay off too well for him. He was laying beaten and dying at the steps of Wayne Manor, only for Hope to appear in the form of Superman, only that hope doesn't last very long as Batman comes to the realization that many people in the comment section for my last video actually already came to. That being that Failsafe was already based on Amazo technology, and if Batman built Failsafe, it means that it knows everything he knows, that including that Superman is weak to kryptonite. That's not to say Clark doesn't put up a great fight. In fact, Bruce recognizes his tactics right away, using his heat vision to try and keep some distance between himself and Failsafe. Unfortunately, Failsafe is just the dirtiest cheater on Earth. Superman thought he was safe coming at the machine monstrosity from behind, only for it to quite literally grow a third arm out of its back and impale poor Supes with kryptonite. Meaning that now both Batman and Superman are dying at the feet of Wayne Manor at the very same time. Geez, world's finest indeed, right? Luckily, Superman didn't come alone. This Failsafe problem is quickly spiraling out of control, so it seems like this is a job for the entire Justice League. It's while they draw the creature's fire, Batman actually does something pretty badass, crawling over to Superman and pulling out the kryptonite shard himself, even though all of the bones in his body are already broken. Batman, as you might have guessed, blames himself for everything that's going on right now, and why shouldn't he? His paranoia, his need to punish himself, have very literally ended up boiling over and hurting all of his closest friends, family, and teammates. Literally everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now. Thankfully, Robin is still in the fight, and the plan is to try and evac Bruce from the scene in hopes that maybe if they get him far enough away, Failsafe will stop working, or at least be forced to follow. You won't be shocked to discover, though, that this plan also ends up backfiring in amazing fashion. You see, once Failsafe loses eye contact with Batman, instead of chasing after him, instead he gets the Justice League to follow him. Nightwing and Batgirl clue in all too late on what exactly is going on here, but Failsafe is walking the Justice League to a rather particular patch of land that Bruce Wayne already owned. A whole block of street that, when activated, serves as countermeasure for the entirety of the Justice League. Poor Black Canary gets suffocated so she can't scream. Martian Manhunter gets set on fire. Even Hawkgirl's nth metal wings end up getting taken by some sort of magnetic force. Well, I mean, that's just the meta-heroes, right? Surely Green Arrow and Nightwing have enough gas left in the tank to deal with this problem, only no, with no fail-safe for them, the robot opts to simply charge them like a speeding bullet to break every bone in their bodies as well. When Batman eventually comes to in the air, he comes to the grim realization of what's going on right here. If he wants Superman and Tim to survive, he's going to have to leave them. The plan is for Robin to get Superman to the Fortress of Solitude, where he can hopefully get him back into fighting shape, while Batman just decides to go anywhere that's not here, even if that means jumping into the ocean and hoping Aquaman can find him. King Arthur of Atlantis manages to do just that, and thanks to some hyper-advanced Atlantean medicine, Batman is mostly back to himself after only 2 weeks. Sadly, though, in all the time the Dark Knight was out, things have gone from bad to considerably worse. Failsafe has managed to completely take control of Gotham City. Yeah, I know, it must be a day ending in Y. Gotham has fallen, how about that? While some of Batman's sidekicks like Duke and Cassandra still try and put up a resistance, most of the League and the other heroes are either defeated or captured. There's also not just one Failsafe anymore. It seems to try and track Batman down. The crazy robot has created doppelgangers of himself, sent to every corner of the Earth on a never-ending hunt. And as the comic comes to a close, as one last grim exclamation point to everything Failsafe is doing in the city, it calls out Batman by lighting the largest bat signal ever seen. And so that was Batman issue number 128, everyone, and I must say Chip Zdarsky really is proving to be a master of escalation. What started as a simple problem with Batman and the Penguin has now ballooned and cascaded into a globe-hopping adventure, also co-starring the Justice League. I really would not have seen that coming when this story started, yet here we are. I gotta say, I am starting to fall for Failsafe as a new Batman villain. He really is Batman's own sense of paranoia personified. At best, he'll kill him, and at worst, he'll end up poisoning poisoning every relationship in Batman's life and bringing all of Gotham City, his beloved city, to a major standstill just because Batman couldn't learn to trust other people and not beat himself up until it was all too late. This also feels like Chip Zdarsky auditioning for his next several jobs. Hey, not only can I write a cool Batman story, but I can write Superman too. I can write The World's Finest, I can write Robin, I can write the whole Justice League. There's also a really solid, very Morrison-y feeling backup story here that sheds a little bit more light into how Batman went about creating Failsafe in the first place. And the thing that I really enjoy about it, it's true in the main story and in the backup, is that it really is a Bruce-centric story. Failsafe is a threatening villain, but he's also a robot with only so much personality. For once, it feels like the spotlight is truly on Batman and his allies, their dynamics, their interpersonal relationships, and not just what cool new thing the new bad guy is doing. Overall, I think I feel comfortable giving this one a very solid 8 out of 10. It's good stuff.
Hey there everyone, Kate Joel again, and I just want to thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. And hey, if you enjoyed the book I covered in this issue and want some comics of your own, might I recommend Book Depository? It's my #1 place for shopping for comic book trades. You get a great price, and if you use my link down in the description, you'll actually be helping me out at the same time. You get something, I get something, everybody wins, right? So until next time everyone, I've been Joel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.